Just imagine juicy chicken thighs beautifully seasoned with stuffing rolled inside and then seasoned again and wrapped in bacon. Place these in the oven for about 40 minutes and the outcome is incredible. So that's what we're making today, and let me show you how to do it. Now, the first thing you want to do is get yourself some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and this is about, I'd say a little over a pound or half a kilo. Season them up with about a teaspoon of salt, depending on how salty you want it. A few good cracks, about a teaspoon or two again of ground black pepper. And if you've watched any of my videos, you might have guessed it by now, I'm going to add some Italian seasoning and about a teaspoon or two of that. I buy this in the 45-gallon drum. Just kidding, right? Well, maybe not. And then, just because I had some on hand and it does go well with chicken, a few sprigs of fresh thyme. And of course, you want to flip these over and do the same thing on the other side. And incidentally, I use chicken thighs a lot because I find they have much more flavor and they're just juicier than regular chicken breasts, but you can let me know. Now and only now, I cooked up some stovetop stuffing when you weren't looking, so I'm just going to kind of fluff this up, and it is so easy to make and so good. Okay, we'll just kind of spoon this up and place it into the center of one of those thighs that I've rolled out. And they kind of come, pre-butterflied, so this works out perfectly. Tap it down a little bit, get it centered, don't be too fussy. Then, starting from one end, just kind of fold the thigh over so you're, kind of rolling it, and that stuffing gets placed in the center of the thigh. Now the fun part, grab up a piece of bacon and just wrap it around that chicken. And take your time and finesse that bacon a little bit just so you kind of flare it out and it covers that whole chicken thigh. Oh, this is going to be yummy. Alright, we'll just set these aside on a plate. And I just had to pause for a momentito and admire our handiwork. I think these look good, guys. What do you think? Next up, take some baking spray and spray the bottom of the baking dish of your choice. And we did have some stuffing left, and of course the most logical thing to do would be to place it in the bottom of that baking dish, just to make it all the more yumsicle. Of course, we have to spread this out evenly. And if you didn't notice, guys, we do have some merch for sale, like mugs and t-shirts and stuff there at the bottom of the video if you want to be a cook and sharer. Alrighty then, those bacon-wrapped stuffed thighs on top of that stuffing. Now you're beginning to see my point, aren't you? How good and absolutely insanely delicious this is going to be. I don't know. I think so anyway. To finish things off, a bit more seasoning, so a few sprinkles of garlic powder. Now you can use fresh garlic too if you have it on hand and want to mince it or crush it up. A dusting of smoked paprika, and guys, do not be a slave to my ideas. Just go ahead, and if you have the seasoning you want to use, go ahead and use it like sage or anything like that. Okie dokie, these guys are going into a 425 degree Fahrenheit, 210 Celsius, preheated oven for about 35 or 40 minutes. Just kind of keep an eye on them. And you won't forget about them because that smell will just fill the house. After 35 or 40 minutes, they are done, guys, and don't these look incredible? Now, the one thing I could have done that I didn't do the last 10 minutes, I could have put the broiler on and just made that bacon really dark, but you can do that if you like. Sometimes old Dave has afterthoughts and forgets things, but, forgive me. And there they are, guys, our bacon-wrapped chicken thighs, something that everyone will love. You will be the hero of the neighborhood and carried around in a chair. On display for being the best cook on the block. I know I'm being ridiculous and silly, but you know what I mean. Because just look at these, my fellow home cooks. Don't they look stunning and incredible? So we have to plate these up, cut into them, and give them a taste. And these are simply incredible. I mean, the stuffing I've always loved. I've always loved stovetop stuffing, but the chicken is moist, beautifully seasoned, and some of that bacon grease has dripped down and coated into that chicken. Oh, it's just perfection. Definitely a must-make, guys. And as I say in every video, do us a favor, give us a like, and if you're so inclined, subscribe.